the whole market, of course, went down. We didn't reach the 100K targets that talking about on Twitter and the stock to flow model, of course, predicts. So I have experienced that a couple of times now. It's the third time actually, because it always goes in waves. And when the price is high, then you're hot and you're the man, the myth, the legend. And when the price is low, then plant bullshit, the scammer, and what have you. Kind of get used to it. But like most Bitcoiners, if the price is not very exciting, they go do other stuff. Those are actually the most productive periods. So for me, I traveled a lot actually to other countries that I could go to. As an unvaccinated person, I cannot go to the US or Canada, for example. So no Miami for me. But other countries, I won't say which ones, of course. But so I talked to a lot of people. I took some time off Twitter. You might have noticed that in those periods, the tweets are kind of general and not very specific and based on real-time analysis. But it was kind of a holiday, kind of meeting people face to face. Have met a lot through Zoom. Yeah, a lot of business opportunities. So you guys must have had the same. Every conversation you have ideas, you have opportunities, and you can almost start a business every day. So you have to search that out. And there was, of course, time for some analysis and some thinking, which is also very good to do from time to time. So when prices go sky high, you're on podcasts every day if you don't watch your agenda. And right now it's a great time to do analysis, to think things over, and also business wise. Yeah, very very exciting. Although I'm kind of ready for the next move up. I mean, narratives is nice. It's for newspapers, for marketing stuff, and there are some deeper trends, some deeper things going on here. And it's really said is, of course, technological. It is the better money. So like the internet, if you want it or not, it will be the thermodynamically better thing. It will win in the end. The earth is round, not flat. And whether you spin a narrative around it that it's flat, it doesn't matter. Maybe it delays it a couple of years, but it will win. So, and also financially, it is an asset. It is an accepted asset, more so than a couple of years ago. Yeah, I agree. And at the risk of being called a moon boy, which I'm called anyways. Yeah, all the signals, whether you look fundamental, and I mean, like stock to flow, for example, with that, or on-chain, realized cap, or other metrics, or in the news, the macro news, the number of countries that are opening up to Bitcoin, everything is positive. Of course, there can be a black swan. Of course, something can happen we haven't seen in the past, or that is a real black swan. But yeah, volatility is low. Like Willie said, the futures premium is low. I watch that like a hawk. That will go up again if the leverage will enter the market again. But even, the dormant coins, the people in profit, the people in loss, I can't imagine, unless a black swan, any other scenario that this is one of the best buying opportunities that we have seen the entire history of Bitcoin. It's compatible to the beginning, 2016, 2011, 2013, 12 even, the beginning of the bull run. So it's I know that sounds like moon boy stuff, but that's how I look at it. It feels like we went full cycle in 1 year. We had the bull market in May indeed, and then we went through a full bear market from an on-chain perspective. But it doesn't fit, and not in price, of course, because we didn't go down minus 80%. So I get that some people still waiting till, Bitcoin drops to 20 or something. From all other perspectives, we are at the rock bottom. If we just extrapolate from what we know, a second or third El Salvador would really change the game. If El Salvador is a small country, would not be alone in Latin America, but Mexico, Brasilia, or Argentina would join them. That would make the case so much stronger and so much more difficult for the IMF to crush. So that's something I really watch. And then just normal demand from normal people that go through the institutions, people putting their pensions in Bitcoin, people buying Bitcoin themselves from an exchange. I see it all around me. There's a lot of people that think this is a good time to buy Bitcoin and they DCA in. Of course, you have to be very careful with that, but I see it around me. A lot more people are asking, hey, how do you set up a wallet? And I think that very small adoption is also very important. And that's what we're seeing as well. Yeah, macro is, we are seeing things that we have never seen before. So we are in uncharted territory. For example, Greg Foss is a nice guy to follow, a credit investor, Canadian. He has never seen what we're seeing right now. He's amazed. It's very interesting. Every investor, in Europe, the negative interest rates. In the US, the interest rates, the 10 years are going through the roof right now. Inflation, of course, all driving this? Well, there's a couple of things we have to see. The inflation is not caused by the narratives, by what the narratives of the mainstream media are telling us. Because they're telling us it's all because of Putin, or it's because of COVID, no, we had this going on. Actually, there's some nice stats and charts about it since Biden, for example, got into office, was elected, and even before that, the money printing that we have seen since 2008, basically the acceleration of money printing since the financial crisis, would have led to inflation regardless of what happened after it. So, of course, they will blame it on Putin or COVID or whatever. But in the end, we as investors, and especially Bitcoin investors, of course, know and have to keep the eyes on the prize. It's because of the money printing.
Before we continue, help us clicking that YouTube like button and subscribe now to our channel. This shows the algorithm that you valued this information. And it helps us spread that message. Sharing is caring. And now, let's continue.
I have bad news for you. If you're not rich by now, you're screwed. And if you're in debt, you're even double screwed. How so, you might wonder? Well, the sad truth is that you're working your whole life to make someone else rich. The mega corporations, the banks, the politicians, everyone is getting richer. They get your money. And what is even worse, they get your time, they get your life. You are not even in a rat race. You're in a financial prison. But what could a solution for you look like? Honestly, I don't know, but I know what a solution for me would look like. It's very simple. I use whatever money I have and I multiply it with 1,000. This could make my life much easier and probably yours as well. If you have $1,000 available and multiply this with 1,000, I believe that this could solve some financial issue for the one or the other. Of course, if you're ugly, you would have to multiply it with much more than 1,000. My name is Markus Dahn, and this is what I decided to do. I decided to 1000x my money. This is not a joke. I know what you may be thinking. What is this guy talking about? How should this work? This is not possible. Well, I made a detailed video where I laid out my plan. And some clever folks might even want to look at this plan and copy it and do exactly what I do. This is just a little hint on the side. You have two options. You leave, you forget what you have seen. You do whatever you're doing and you hope that somehow you get some other results. Good luck with that. Or you click the link below the video. You enter your email address because I'm not showing this to everybody. You at least watch my video on how I plan to 1000x my money. The choice is yours. Make the right choice. Join me. See what a different future you could have. See at least how I plan to do the 1000x. So click on the link below, enter your email address, and I see you on the other side. Your Markus Dahn.